Hey you, what's good? It's your girl Ladessa. You spell that Ladessa. L to the D to the L to the D to the L to the D to the Ladessa. What's good? How are you doing? I am doing, to be perfectly honest with you, I am in the pits right now. I and my best friend had some designer purses delivered to our home and someone stole them. So I haven't been in a funk all week. I haven't really been able to concentrate. I feel so violated. And yeah, but I had to, pull this thing together. I have some of my ladies from Aging Gorgeously that I need to support and shout out. And these ladies have just really been my motivation, all of the ladies in the group. So I had to, not concentrate on the things that I can't control and get this video together. All right. So the two ladies that we are supporting this week are Nikki Raven and Denny Gonzalez. Both of their links will be in the description box below, and some of their videos that I think you'll be interested in will be in the iCards. I think iCards go over here. They will be throughout the video. If you would do me a favor, please hit that subscribe button, and let's talk about what we're going to talk about today in the comment section more in depth. And if you enjoyed this video, please give me a big thumbs up, and please tell people that we're together. Like, we out here in these streets, me and you, we are together, and I'm tired of being a secret. Why are you hiding me? Man, listen. Anyway, so this is actually really a serious video. It's a story time, and I'm also going to share with you how I pulled together this look. So let's talk about this look before we get into the seriousness of it. So there is a brand that I had the opportunity to receive some items from. It's called Raazika Cosmetics, and the owner of this brand is a high school student. And I was just like, so like, wow, like her parents really showed up for her. And I think that is so important for us as parents to support our children and show up for them even when they're not present. And I'll come back to that point as I share my story time. So let me show you how I created this look. And one of the things that I love and I've grown to love about makeup is this right here is your canvas, and you can create looks out of a little bit of nothing, to really make magic with this thing called makeup. So the items that Raazika Cosmetics sent to me was their contour palette right here, and this is in the darker shade, and it's called Chocolate. Let me open it up. Why everything gotta be childproof for me? So this is their contour palette here. And what I did with this contour palette, they also have foundations. The range is limited, but it's a brand new indie brand. She's a teenager, and baby steps. So we're gonna bring that to like right here with that foundation shade range talk. But they have contour, excuse me, I'm spitting. They have foundations, they have lip products, they have liner products, eyeliner, a felt tip liner, and they have lip pencils and contour kits. And in my last conversation with her mom, she said that they are formulating eyeshadow palettes. So this is a company that's really on the rise. It's based right here in the great state of Illinois. And the theme of the brand is I am beautiful, I am strong. And I just think that is awesome. A great number of the proceeds go to anti-bullying, and I just think that is awesome. So again, so how I created this look, I actually did everything except my foundation and my mascara with all of the items that they sent to me. So I use the contour palette to create my eye look. But after I laid my foundation, I used this color right here to set underneath my eye as concealer, because it is a powder to cream finish. And then I use this color right here to set the concealer that I created. So in order to create this eye look, I used this glittery highlight shade right here. And then for my outer corner, I use this dark contour shade right here. So, and then for the red that you see, or kind of like the burgundy that you see at the top of my eye, I use this eye pencil here. Which one is it? No, not chestnut. Is it chestnut? No, I use this eye pencil here called Flame. Let me swatch it for you. I use that right at the top of my lid along with the wing liner, and also underneath my eye, and I smudged it out. And then I used this lip pencil in Cameo right here. You can see that. I use this right here for my lips, and then I just put a gloss on top of it. And then we're going to, so I swatched Cameo and Flame. I'm going to swatch Chestnut, which is another liner that they sent me. And Flame and Chestnut are pretty close, but I think Chestnut has a little bit more brown in it. And then, like I said, they have a long wear eyeliner with the felt tip. So those of you that can create those fabulous wings, I can't. This would be awesome for you. This is not tested on animals. It's vegan. It's halal approved. And they also have some really great brushes. Two of the brushes that they sent to me, I used to highlight. I also used that gold shade that I have right here on my lid to highlight right in here, and I use this brush to set underneath my eye and to highlight. These are their small pointed face brushes in number 175. They have matte wear lip glosses. They sent me 2 of them. Are they lipsticks? I think they're lipsticks. Let me see, what is this? Yeah, they're liquid velvet lipsticks, and they dry down really nice. They don't like dry and crack your lips. I always use some kind of like lip mask or lip balm anyway before I apply my liquid mattes anyway. But these are really nice and soft, and they're velvet just like they say. So this one right here that I'm going to swatch for you is Ferrari Reddish. So this is Ferrari Reddish right here. And that's nice. That's a nice, bright, pretty red. And then this one right here is called Porsche Pink. All right. I think Dad has a thing for cars. And this is Porsche Pink right here. So I just love that, you know, with makeup, you have an opportunity to really be creative. I created an entire eye look. I set underneath my eye and created my own concealer from this one palette right here. And then, you know, like I said, created my eye looks with the liners and stuff that they provided me. So please, the link to the line will be in the description box below. Please check them out and support this, support their anti-bullying campaign, and just continue to be beautiful and strong, because you are, according to Raazika Cosmetics. All right, so now for my story time. And the reason why I wanted to do this story time while I was featuring a full face of, or pretty much full face of this cosmetic line, is because, as I mentioned, the parents of the young lady that started this brand showed up for her. And they showed up for her in a major way. Like, they have this beautiful billboard, I'll show you a picture of it right here, on the highways throughout the greater Chicago area. And as a parent, I had an opportunity to show up for my daughter, and I didn't. So let's get into the story time. All right, so I was out working out in the field one day, and I had to go out and train one of the providers that are in the healthcare network for the company that I work for. And I had not a run-in, but I had an incident with this one particular practice owner before. And she had said to me, she had asked me about the crime in the south side of Chicago. And I was like, I don't know. I mean, I hope they get it together, but I don't live on the south side of Chicago. I don't know anything about that. I live in the burbs. So I just was kind of like, okay, well, whatever, you know, I'm a black girl, so maybe I know. You know, you just kind of let that pass. But it kind of sat with me because I was like, well, why are you asking me? You know, but I just kind of let it go. And it sat with me because she had shared with me that she was a Trump supporter, and she's Middle Eastern, and that she was all for the Muslim ban, and she's Muslim. She was for the Muslim ban and all of that, and I was just like, oh, okay, you know, whatever, you know, okay. But that's why it stuck with me, because I was kind of like, okay, well, if you think like that, then you think that I am your woman on the street as it relates to crime in Chicago. Okay? So I let that, you know, I let it go, whatever. So again, like I said, it sat with me, and I was going, if it came up again, I was going to let her know. So for sure, it came up again during our last meeting. She asked me about it. And so I said to her, I was like, why do you keep asking me about that? Am I asking you about the terrorists that live over in the city that you live in? And she was like, well, you know, why would you say that? This is my first time asking you. And I was like, no, it's not. But I just let it go, because I armed her with how she armed me, right? So I'm thinking, we're done with this. So we went to, because we have a bit of a personal relationship outside of the job. So we went to dinner, me, my client, and two of her employees. Two of her employees happen to be Latina. And we were talking, and there happened to be a murder near their place of business, and they were subpoenaed, and they had to provide some medical records. And she looks at me, here she go again. She's like, do you think it's gang related? And I'm like, I don't know. And I mean, how about there's just some really bad people in this world? You know, I don't know if it's gang related. I don't know anything about gangs. I don't come from gang life. So, okay. So then here, my racist antennas are up again. But I'm like, you know, we have a bit of a personal relationship, but this is still a work-related dinner. All right. So then she's telling us some stuff about her family or whatever, and she's sharing that she doesn't like some of the people that her family members hang out with. And she says, well, you know, because they own gas stations and they're just not, you know, basically not her caliber of people. So I'm like, oh, okay, so she's not necessarily racist, she's a classist, because, you know, they got money. I'm like, oh, okay, well, whatever, that's just her thing, she ignorant, so it ain't just, you know, it ain't just my people. You know, it ain't just the Latinas that she got a problem with. She got a problem with people that are not on her level. So I kind of like like, okay, well, whatever, you know, but I'm still, you know, my antennas are up, and I've already prepared in my mind to tell my boss I don't want to work with them no more. Let somebody else deal with that. So then we, you know, we continue on with dinner and we're talking or whatever. And then they know that I have a daughter that's in college. And so she asked, one of the girls asked me how my daughter was doing. I was like, she's doing good. This is her last year of school. I'm so proud of her. She's going to be a teacher. And I was like, well, let me show you, you know, she's lost all this weight. She's really looking good. And so I go to her Instagram and I go to her Insta story, because she doesn't really post that much like picture wise on her Instagram, but I knew that she had just posted an Insta story, so it would show, you know, how, you know, beautiful she's looking, because she looked like her mama. So I go through her Insta story and I'm like, oh my God, here we go. College kids doing what they do. And you know, these is broke college kids. Everybody put 5 on it and we'll get a big bottle of whatever they were drinking. So it was my daughter, her friends, and a couple of guy friends, and they were having like what they call a kickback. And I show them and I'm laughing. And this woman then says, is that a 40? I was ready to kick the mother father table over. Like, hold on. But again, it's work related. And so I just was like, I did not open my mouth the rest of the time we were there. I mean, I shouldn't say I didn't open my mouth at all. I just kind of like kept it real, you know, because I was just so floored and so dumbfounded that she would say that. Like, why is that your knee-jerk reaction concerning some young black kids that are seeking higher education? And so dinner wraps up and I sit in my car and I'm so like, I could almost cry right now, because I should have stood up for my daughter. I missed the opportunity to be like this family that owns Raazika Cosmetics, where they showed up for their daughter and supported her in her anti-bullying campaign through cosmetics, where everybody can be strong and everybody can be beautiful. I missed the opportunity to show up for my daughter, and I didn't stand up for her to somebody and their classism and their bigotry. And so it sat with me, and because I have more of a personal relationship with her employees, I called one of them and I was like, hey, look, this is bothering me. This is really sitting with me. I need to know, you know her better than I do. You've been working for her for a long time. What is her deal? And she explains to me that, you know, I think there's just really a disconnect. I know her heart. I know she has a heart for people. I don't think she really gets it. But I think because she's so, you know, they're pretty wealthy. And so when you get to a certain status, and I'm more than sure that she's encountered her own bouts of racism and you know, people thinking that they are terrorists and, you know, things like that, you know, you develop some of those knee-jerk reactions about different communities, even some of your own. Because I know, I feel like somebody that looks like me took my packages off my doorstep. Okay, so I shared with her how I felt. She was like, don't worry about it, Ladessa, I'm going to talk to her. And just please don't think that way about her. And I was like, okay, you know, and I felt like as a grown woman, I should have went to her, but I didn't know for sure, to be perfectly honest with you, as a mother, if I had the capability to be as professional as I needed to be. Because this is probably maybe a month old now, and my ire still gets like heated about it. But I had the opportunity to speak to my friend that works for this lady. We probably spoke for like an hour and 15 minutes, and you know, she shared that, you know, she feels a particular way sometimes when comments are made, but you know, she just kind of disconnects from it, and you know, when the opportunity is right, she pulls them or calls them on the carpet about some things. So I'm hoping that she had an opportunity to do that. I just want to encourage you, as I encourage myself as a parent, always show up for your kids no matter what the sacrifice is. You know, even if I would have had to lose my job because I would have called her some bias about mine, I would have taken that risk. And I'm kind of disappointed in myself that I didn't. I mean, I'm proud of myself that I didn't, but even eloquently and articulately, I didn't show up for my daughter, and I let that woman get that off about my kid. And the other young ladies and young African American men that were just doing what college kids do, which she has kids that she's raising. I believe that she has a son or a daughter that's in high school that loves hip hop. And, you know, we were talking about Yeezys and, you know, some Yeezys that she had bought for her kids. And I was saying, oh, I have those too, you know. So I'm hoping that her children will provide her with an opportunity to change her way of thinking, because the blessing is that young people today, you know, they grow up with each other. You know, I mean, racism can be taught, but for the most part, they're engulfed in this thing called life together. And so they see things through a different prism, you know, and we depend on our young people to help lead us the way. I believe the children are our future. Let them, what's the lyrics to that song? Let us teach them and lead the way, or whatever. R.I.P. Whitney Houston. But anyway, I hope that this woman's teenage children will provide her with an opportunity to change her way of thinking. And again, if you're a parent, or you know, you have an opportunity to show up for one of your loved ones, if you come in contact with somebody that has some really kind of effed up way of thinking about people, show up for them. Do not miss an opportunity to show up and make that sacrifice, fall on the sword for them, because I missed the opportunity. And as a mother, yeah, I'm working on forgiving myself. My kids, they don't support me. They ain't even gonna see this, so I don't have to worry about that. But you know, I'm publicly apologizing to my daughter and to any of you out there that have children and that you always show up for your kids. I apologize because I didn't. So anyway, that's the end of my story time. Please check out Raazika Cosmetics. Support this young lady's movement. Be beautiful, be strong. Support someone that has an agenda for anti-bullying, and always remember to pack light, because bag lady, bag man, you and me too, gonna hurt our backs dragging all them isms like that. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.